Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Parlay Revival. So things are getting a little hectic here in Indonesia, as the seasons have 100% turned on us, and we are getting some crazy weather as we sail north into northerly winds. And any of you who have sailed upwind on a catamaran will know that that's definitely not an ideal situation to be in.
It's not what we signed up for when we come to the tropics, is it, guys?
So stay tuned, because things go from bad to worse as we get hit with squall after squall in an attempt to sail all the way to Malaysia.
So I'm Colin, and this is the crew of Parlay Revival. From hurricane damaged to broken bulkheads and getting struck by lightning not once but twice, to being the strongest and fastest Lagoon 450 on the planet. We've already sailed 40,000 miles to get here, and nothing is going to stop us from circumnavigating the globe. So subscribe to follow our journey around this beautiful planet. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So what are you waiting for?
So we've ended up at a super remote island off the coast of Sumatra, and we thought we would jump in to see if we could catch some dinner. The sparing in Indonesia has been really hit or miss, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't have even bothered if it wasn't for Chris wanting to go. We were out there for hours without seeing anything decent, and I thought we had wasted our time yet again. Then all of a sudden, I spotted something edible cruising down below. I dove down to about 30 feet to get within range, and managed to fluke a headshot, which is lucky because dogtooth tuna are some of the hardest fighting fish around if you don't get a good shot in. This was actually the first dogtooth tuna I've ever shot, although I've eaten enough of them to know that they are absolutely delicious. But I think Chris was even more excited than I was.
Yes, sir! Stoned! Yeah, bro, nice.
It wasn't too long before another one came along, so Chris took the honours and we called it a day, as that was enough to feed the family for a while.
What did the boys catch?
A couple of dog turtles, a couple of little guys, but they're going to be really good eating. He shot one as well. Oh, my legs are cramping.
You guys were out there for like 4 hours.
Didn't want to come home empty-handed. Nice eating size. We thought the last islands were remote. This one is so remote. There's a tiny little, you'd call it a village. There's only like 5 houses in it though. Get the old Parlay knife set out.
This is the brand new Parlay Revival knife set that we've designed and had manufactured in New Zealand, which we literally just launched last week. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to get your hands on a set. But anyway, the filleting knife made quick work of the doggies, and after being in the water for such a long time, it was good to be able to come home with a feed. And don't worry, I made sure the dogs got a little taste as well.
Back in the kitchen.
So we're doing a 50-mile overnight passage tonight. 50 miles is that niggly distance where it's touch and go to get there during the day, to arrive before it gets dark. So we're just going to go overnight and arrive in the morning light. So that's the plan. 6 crew, 3 watch teams, 2 on, 4 off. Let's go.
So we're in quite a rush to get north, as the weather is getting worse and worse as we are well and truly into the Indonesian low season. But the beauty of doing an overnight passage is that you get to wake up at a completely new location. We put the sails up, which was pretty much pointless as we had 0 wind overnight, which is pretty standard while in the doldrums. Well, it's either no wind or too much wind, as you get hit with huge squalls lurking around the equator. We arrived at the crack of dawn to an incredible anchorage and its own private surf spot with not a soul in sight. The place was absolute paradise, except for 2 things. One is that this is where our friend Julia seriously nearly died of malaria last year. And the other is that there are some huge crocodiles that live around here, which was in the back of my mind while surfing all day. As I mentioned earlier, we had to get a move on to get to Malaysia, and I saw what appeared to be a quick half-day window to sail north to Similu Island. So we spontaneously picked up the anchor and headed offshore again, as there was a big storm moving in the next day or so. But as usual around here, the forecast was totally wrong, and we ended up getting the crap beat out of us for an entire day, which had crew morale down in the dumps.
Heading the opposite direction to what we should be.
Just got getting a squall and it won't let up. It's been probably an hour and a half now. We're seeing up to 32 knots, I think.
What's it like to be wearing your winter weather gear from New Zealand?
Oh, it's just as wet on the inside as what it is on the out, so there's no real point of it. Yeah, the clears are working well. They nearly blew away, so we packed them away.
Yeah, you gotta pay the price to surf uncrowded waves with no one out. No one's out here in this, no one will be at the next island.
What's the cabin situation?
Oh, soaked. Cabin situation. Why do you think I'm up here? Yeah, we've sprung a leak. Not just a void.
Shit! Yeah, this is a problem-solving situation.
Oh man,
Dude.
it's still coming in.
Yeah?
Holy
It's bad.
Every bucket, towels. This is salt water.
I might, yeah. Really? Serious?
Oh dear.
I've never seen Huli seasick, I don't think.
It's not what we signed up for when we come to the tropics, is it, guys? God.
So this hatch has a tiny little drip from time to time, which we've been chasing our tails on as the seals are in such bad shape. But now we were taking green waves over the bow, so the thing was completely underwater at times and leaking like a sieve. We didn't dare open it here in case an entire wave came crashing through the hatch, so we were just on damage control until the weather eventually cleared up a little bit.
It has been a crazy 10 hours. So we're in the Banyaks, and last night I saw a weather window. The wind was going to the north, slightly even northeast, and we have to go northwest. So I thought we'd be able to sail out of there and go to these islands. So we left at 5 a.m. this morning, came out of the anchorage, and just got hit by 20 to 30 knots straight on the nose. So the forecast was 90 degrees out, and we're trying to go northwest, and the winds were coming from the northwest. So we just got absolutely smashed by squall after squall. I've been sitting up there for 10 hours, and now things have finally calmed down and we're sailing towards Similu. But yeah, last minute decision to leave the Banyaks. Went for a quick little spearfish yesterday, didn't we, Chris?
Yeah.
How was that?
Colin was on fire, so I was just trying to be a good dive buddy to him. He was diving out of his mind, like on another level that I haven't seen him go to. He was just going drop after drop. I think it's because we were actually hungry. And when you spearfish when you're hungry, it's different from just spearfishing for fun. And I could tell that if a switch had flipped in Colin's head and he wanted fish bad. It wasn't just like for fun, it was for food.
Yeah, so we ran out of eggs yesterday, and that's our main source of protein. So I was going hard. But what happened to that jobfish?
Yeah, so Colin shot his first jobfish ever. I saw it. It was a long shot and it fell off the spear. And so I knew this is my time. I got to put a second shot in the fish. Go down. I was tired from carrying the dinghy, and it's embarrassing, the footage. I almost want to delete it off my phone so no one ever sees it, but I can have a laugh about it. I got him. Oh, that was a good jobbie.
What's worse than missing the first shot?
Missing the second shot is the worst. It's a cardinal sin of spearfishing. It's the worst thing you can do.
How wounded was it?
Just sitting down,
Croc,
right?
croc bait or shark bait for sure. He's not coming back from that one. You just hate to let your dive buddy down like that and let the boat down. Everyone's on the boat hungry, no eggs, running out of food, and I miss a second shot on a fish that's like right there.
Well, to be honest with you, we really shouldn't have been out there considering all the crocodile stories that we've heard about this exact location. But anyway, we were still pounding our way into the wind, and because the wind was directly on the nose, we decided to try motor sail to make sure we didn't get pushed way out to sea and unable to lay the island of Similu. When Jamie noticed something that was concerning, considering our other engine wasn't going into gear.
We've got no water coming out the side of the boat, so we're not sure if we've got a plastic bag or something wrapped around the intake. It's quite rough and it's shit weather out here at the moment, so we're not sure. I just took the strainer off and put a hose down that I can blow back, so we're not sure if that's the problem or not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut the valve, undo the intake hose, and then I'll put it below the water line and I'll open the valve and see if we get any water come into the bucket, but I'll have to do it quite quick because we don't want to flood the boat. And then if that has a nice clear flow,
then we'll have a look at the impeller, and then after the impeller we have to go in a bit deeper.
So you might be saying to yourself, why don't they just jump in and get the bag off? Well, that would be pretty dangerous in these conditions out at sea. So we felt like it was worth doing a little more troubleshooting before sending someone overboard. The conditions were bad enough for me not to want to leave the helm, so it was Jamie's time to shine.
Okay, to me that looks like a nice clear flow, so I think we might have to move to the impeller. She's hot. Okay, I can't see it yet, you guys can. There is a lot of fins missing off it. I took a photo and zoomed in. So now I've got to try and find those little fins, because if I can't find them, they've been sucked up in to the engine and we have to find them. Okay guys, so got it out. It is absolutely stuffed. Nearly more or less missing every one but except 3/4 of them. I have to take the end caps to the heat exchanger off and see if I can find some of those little black fins. So I'll probably have to take both ends off. Look at that. It's fully built up in there. So what I'll do is I'll take them all out, give them a count, and then see if that's as many as we're missing. If not, I'll have to take the other end of the cap off. So I'm pretty sure that's not all of it that I found, so I'm gonna have to pull off the forward end cap as well. But this is how many I got just then. So guys, we can't get this end cap off. One of the bolts is pretty well stuck and we don't want to snap the bolt off here because then we're in trouble. So we're gonna risk it until we get to Malaysia, and we'll take that bolt out there, so if we do snap it we'll have stuff to get it out with. So all I'm going to do is put the O-ring in, then got a little bit of grease here, a bit of lube, put it on the impeller, and then I'll slide it on and put the plate back on. Then after that I'll re-hook up the hoses that run into the heat exchanger. So now I'm going to connect this bad boy and then fingers crossed she starts. It's flowing out the side nicely, but it's just not what it should be. I guess this end cap that we can't get off is a little bit blocked as well, but as you know, we're going to baby this engine to Malaysia anyway, just with the fuel issue we had. So yeah, fingers crossed she makes it to Malaysia.
So with the engine usable again, we motor sailed our way north, finally protected by the island of Similu. We really have been in the wars lately, between diesel bug, slipping sail drives, and horrible squally weather, but at least we weren't taking massive waves over the bow anymore, so everyone was a little bit happier.
We're cooking fish, but a little bit of chicken too, as Colin and I didn't catch enough protein to feed the family.
This Chacos for lunch today, as planned, was a total flop due to the crazy sea state we had. No one wants to be cooking with hot oil while being tossed around. Here we are making it up at dinner. Sunny, did today want to make you quit your full-time job and come sailing with us?
Absolutely not. Makes me want to leave. Nah. Honestly, props to you guys. It's not an easy job. It's hard work.
A good meal is certainly one of the best ways to cheer a tired crew up, as we've basically not eaten while the boat was getting thrown around. So to be finally able to cook the rest of the fish we caught was the reward after the solid beatdown we had just received.
Fire!
And because we were so delayed by the stormy weather, I broke my #1 rule, which is to never arrive at a new anchorage in the dark if it can be avoided. But at that point, all we wanted was some rest, and that's exactly what we did.
Morning guys. So that was a really tough day yesterday. Took us 18 hours. We got in at 11 o'clock last night to do 50 miles. So that's about 2.8 knot average. But we're here, but we arrived in the dark, which we normally never do. But I spoke to the owner of the Similu surf camp and he said it's just a wide open bay, nothing inside. There was one random fad out around the corner there which wasn't lit up. Fads are these floating devices which attract fish, and it was unmarked and everything like that, so if you ran over it you would have got wrapped up in all the lines and everything. But we came about 10 meters to the starboard side of it, but here we are. We anchored in the dark and we don't know what this place looks like. Where there was a few lights around the bay, but it's always quite an exciting moment if you do come into an anchorage at night, is the morning reveal of the place. And we get the dogs welcoming us every morning, which I'll show you what that looks like. So these guys also are our security team. So we've trained them to always stay outside guarding the boat at night, and they've actually never ever been down these stairs into these cabins. This is the furthest they'll go. McFly will put his 2 feet there, so they literally don't know what it looks like down here. But we'll keep it that way because they're great guard dogs and they love being outside. And they're allowed inside here as well. Linda normally sleeps on that couch there. Oh, it rained so much and I had my phone in my pocket. It's meant to be waterproof, but it stopped working. So hopefully that's back in action today. Get Sunny shaving her legs. Morning. Just meditating. Oh, pretty cool. Just a very quiet bay. I know there are a couple of surf camps around here. Let's check this place out. Sunny leaves in a couple of days, so I'm gonna say bye to her, unfortunately. She's going back to Perth to work.
So with everyone well rested, we hopped in the dinghy to see what this place was all about. We're so lucky to be able to visit places like this on our own boat, because to get here otherwise involves a bunch of remote flights in tiny planes, or some long, slow ferry rides.
It's like a whole different country here. All the trees and everything is super different. Welcome to Similu.
The owner of Similu Surf Camp had been so helpful and accommodating, and we found his place with ease even though he was out of town at the moment. And because this place is so remote, there aren't tourists all over the place. So the locals were all staring at us, wondering what we were doing there, especially in low season.
Did you see that guy's look on his face when he went past us on the moto? Full just 180 the whole time he was looking back on his moto.
Hello!
We've been invited into a rice paddy. Hello.
Hello.
This is a beautiful scene right here. All these rice paddies. A couple of people working away there.
People pay good money for this. Spa
Rice
treatment.
paddy tour. They're planting a fresh paddy here. Guess it turns into this.
This is quite a humbling experience, isn't it?
This is how we spent Sunny's last day in Indonesia.
Yeah. I don't want to go up doing that.
Ah, bagus. Bagus.
Wow, every single one's hand planted.
This is the ricey wheat, guys.
Wow.
Kecil beras.
Yeah, kecil beras.
From what we could gather through Chris's limited Indonesian, was that they grow them over there, but they're all sort of together. So they pluck them out of there and spread them out like that, and it gives them a chance to grow like this. And they grow about this big. These ones are fully in water. We were saying, imagine those ladies' backs bent over like that all day. Every single one of these is hand planted, bent over, strong women.
As we were walking down the road, we bumped into one of Jeff's workers, who kindly offered us a ride.
This is Romy.
Hi.
He works at the Similu Surf Camp.
Yeah.
He just saw us walking down the road, so he offered us a ride. How long have you been living here?
I've been living here 2 years now.
From Banda Aceh?
From Banda Aceh.
Really?
Yeah.
You surf?
Just learning now.
We told him that we were looking to buy some groceries for the boat, so he generously offered for us to take the company truck, which sounded like an adventure we couldn't pass up.
You wanna drive now?
Yeah, is that okay? It's okay to sit in the back?
Yeah, it's okay.
Colin's driving?
Why you sound so surprised?
Are you installing seatbelts onto those?
I've never gotten to drive a car in Indo. That's pretty cool. He's letting you drive.
How's this?
How good.
Okay. We're backseat bandits.
We're the cattle. It's been a while since we've been in the back of a truck.
They're lending us the truck to go to town. Ready, bro?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hello!
We've got a flat tire. Yeah, this is what you call a stick shot. Yeah, we're about to get thunderstorm.
It was a sweet ride, and the girls were loving it in the back, but little did any of us know that the weather was about to completely pack it in. But before we could go anywhere, we had one thing to take care of.
How was that?
That was so good.
Easy on the potholes, would you?
Was it really bumpy?
Yeah.
This is why we're here.
It's now raining, it's just a little sprinkle. It's alright, gotta keep us humble. Don't worry, it's gonna get worse.
What is it? Town's 35 minutes?
We had a half-hour drive into town, and that little sprinkle turned into torrential rain as we stopped for gas just in time before we ran out.
Grocery shopping.
They got gas in my station, so they gotta go now. See you.
Colin.
See you, Colin.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Dave. See you, Christopher.
See you, Dave.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
Almost ran out of gas. Almost at the start.
The girls said that because the boys had sat through all the squalls to get Parlay here, it was their turn to get a little bit wet. So we carried on into town on a mission to find some fresh food. This town had an amazing selection of fresh fruit and veggies, and even some protein that we had completely run out of.
We scored here. We found chicken breast frozen, about $3 US per kilo. So we got 10. That was a good haul. We had to go about 5 different places to get what we need, but that's just how it goes. I know there's at least one rotten egg in here because something stinks.
We eventually made it back to the beach, where Chris offered to collect the dinghy for us, but even that didn't go to plan.
Dinghy won't start. Dumping rain. Colin swimming to save the day. Didn't have the kill cord. Now I think I flooded it. Finally got the dinghy going there, right as Colin came to the rescue.
This has been a really humbling experience, guys.
Flat out.
What is that?
Just caught a fish with that bare hand.
Oh.
It was an absolute mission to get groceries, but it was one of those experiences that brings the crew together, and we were going to appreciate our food even more after what we just went through. But just as the team was getting even tighter, we had to say goodbye to Sunny, who was heading back to Perth.
How was your trip this time around?
It was so much fun. I got to celebrate my birthday on board, which was really fun. My highlight was probably either Colin's birthday or my birthday. It was really fun. We had such a good night on both nights. And my low light would probably be the passage from the islands north of Nias to Similu was pretty hectic.
Do you reckon you're cut out for sailing?
I wasn't sick, so that's good. I don't know if it's for me permanently. Like, I don't know if I could permanently live on a boat. Never say never though. It's funny, the people that you meet on your trips become family very quickly.
Aww. Is this goodbye or see you later again?
It's definitely not goodbye, it's just a see you later. Thanks for having me, guys.
Aww, till next time.
Till next time.
Okay, that's enough. Don't touch me.
You're welcome back anytime. Like if you decided not to get on your plane. See you later.
Thanks for having me, Colin.
There you go, guys. Thanks for watching until the end. Hit subscribe if you're new here, and join us next weekend as we get humbled yet again by crazy conditions as we do our final passage before clearing out of Indonesia.
Oh, holy shit! This is great. What the was that? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit scared right now, because I am.